Hello, my dear students. As we were discussing the poem The Plaint of the Camel. So, without wasting time, let's begin. In the last presentation, we finished up to second stanza. Now, today we will start from the third stanza. Lambs are enclosed where it's never exposed. Coops are constructed for hens. Kittens are treated to houses well heated, and sheep are protected by pens. But a camel comes handy wherever it's sandy. Anywhere does for me. So, lamb, as you know, the baby sheep, they are made to live in a place which is covered or surrounded from all four sides. Enclosed means confined or covered. So lambs are placed in an enclosed area where they are not exposed. Exposed means visible. Coops are constructed for hens. Coop is the house of hens. Kittens are treated to houses well heated. You know kittens, baby cat. You may have seen people to keep kittens as their pets. So they live in houses also where we live, and they get the same comfort like us. And pigs are protected by pens. Pen means a small enclosure in which sheep, pigs, or other farm animals are kept. So pigs live in pen, but a camel comes handy wherever it's sandy. Mean again, when it comes to a camel's house, there is no such place. Wherever sand is there, it lives there. It becomes very easy for him. Anywhere does for me. So he complains that there is no specific place which is being given to me like other animals. So in the third stanza, the camel complains about his dwelling place. It compares itself with lamb, hens, kittens, and pigs. All of them have a particular place to live. But the camel has only sand as a dwelling place. Dwelling place means the place where someone lives. The word spelled as DWELLING and pronounced as dwelling. Next, fourth stanza. People would love if you rode a giraffe or mounted the back of an ox. It's nobody's habit to ride on a rabbit or try to bestraddle a fox. But as for a camel, he is ridden by families. Any load does for me. Here again, the camel complains that people would laugh if you rode a giraffe. I ask you, have you seen any person taking a ride of a giraffe? No, right. Because not all animals have the temperament to be domesticated. At the same time, giraffe's physical structure is not suitable for riding as its back is slopey. So surely it would be funny to see someone even trying to ride a giraffe or mount it the back of an ox. So in the same way, nobody rides on an ox or a rabbit. It's nobody's habit to ride on a rabbit or try to bestraddle a fox. Bestraddle means to ride with legs on either side of the animal. You know the way you sit on bike, keeping your legs on either side of it? That's what it means here. So nobody would you see taking the ride of a fox. But as for a camel, he is ridden by families. Means not even a single person take ride of such animals like giraffe, ox, rabbit and fox. But when it comes to camel, he is ridden by Families means number of people sits on its back. Any load does for me. As if I am comfortable with any load. Nobody even cares what I feel when lots of people sits on my back. So in the fourth stanza, it complains about how people use it as beast of burden. Any amount of weight can be loaded on its back. Any amount of people can ride on it. But nobody rides on giraffe or ox or rabbit or fox. Now the last stanza. A snake is as round as a hole in the ground. Whistles are wavy and slick. And no alligator could ever be straighter than lizards that live in a creek. But a camel's all lumpy and bumpy and humpy. Any shape does for me. Now, as you see, a snake is as round as a hole in the ground. So, a snake can find its shape as round as it can adjust itself in a hole because its shape permits it. And weasels are wavy and slick. Now, weasels is a kind of mammals. Now see what it tells about weasels. Wavy and slick. See, this is called wavy. This shape is called wavy. And slick means smooth. Actually, it looks very cute, but they can be dangerous also. They eat cats, mice, rabbits, even can attack human also if they are threatened. So in these lines, the camel wants to convey that they all have a fixed shape and no alligator could ever be straighter than lizards that live in a creek. Creek means a small or narrow river or water body. So alligator could not be made upright as compared to lizards. So it means their shapes cannot be changed. They are as they are. But a camel's all lumpy and bumpy and humpy. Lump means a solid piece of something that does not have a regular shape. So lumpy means something which is uneven and full of bumps. Bumpy means a rough surface, means somewhere it goes high, somewhere down, then again high, then again down. So this structure as humpy, humpy means this structure, as you know, this structure is called hump. So it is slightly heighted at the center. This is called hump. A camel is having a hump. So for a camel, there is no fixed shape. That's what the camel is complaining. That any shape does for me means there's no particular shape is described for camel like the other animals have. So in the last stanza, the camel complains about its features or physical shape. It says that it is all made of bumps, lumps, humps, whereas the others like snake, weasels, alligator and lizards have fixed feature which can be used to define them. So this was the poem, The Plaint of the Camel. Now I'd like to ask a question. Are you getting any similarity between this camel's nature and human nature? The camel is complaining only because he is comparing himself with other animals. This is the nature of humans also. We never learn to appreciate what we have, but always keep complaining about what we don't have by comparing ourselves with others. Camels have a special strength and ability, as you all know, and that's why he can eat thorny plants and survive on sand, which those animals with whom he has compared himself don't possess. They don't have this type of special ability or strength. The camel is not focusing on the fact that how much useful it is to human beings. Now you say, which is preferred? To be wild or aggressive, or to be friendly and useful? Obviously the second one, right? That's why there's one fixed name for camel. What is that? Yes, the sheep of the desert, which none of the animals whom the camel has mentioned possess. And lastly, except complaining about its own shape, if it could think positively that I have a unique shape which cannot be defined easily like other animals, then probably the camel would have been proud of its own shape. See, every creature has its own strength and weakness. But when we complain by comparing ourselves to others, we look at their strengths and focus on our weaknesses. As a result, we become unhappy and we lose self confidence. Now, I'd like to conclude the discussion with the thought that the razor blade is sharp but can't cut a tree. The axe is strong but can't cut hair. So, everyone is important according to their own unique purpose. So, my dear students, always focus on your positive qualities. And if you are to compare, then compare yourself to who you were yesterday.